Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. All things Dairy Festival this weekend, and it began with a ribbon cutting on the downtown square.
Look at all the cameras.
Look at those beautiful knees, Doug. Look at those beautiful knees. We don't want a picture of you.
Thanks.
We'll do it one more time, please. Wait a minute. They're going to do it again. Okay, ready? Everyone right here, ready? One.
Well, it's now time for Dairy Festival 2017. And to tell us about the schedule of events, here's David Watson. This year, he's parade chairman.
Number 58. Here we go. This is the big weekend.
Can you remember an early dairy festival in your childhood?
I'm born and raised here. And actually, the parade is one of my favorite memories because I grew up on Conley Street as a kid. And in the 60s, we lived at 738 Conley Street. And I spent a lot of time on that front porch watching the parade go by. And that's one of my favorite memories of the Dairy Festival. So it would have been, 5 to 10 years old at the time, I guess. And but a lot of great memories on Conley Street.
I would say with your family and business, then you were always involved with things going on in town.
Oh, definitely, for sure. That was one of my first businesses, actually. I had a lemonade stand for the Dairy Festival parade right in front of my house. So.
Did you have many customers?
Oh, yeah, a lot of customers. Always perfect time for that, nice and warm during the Dairy Festival.
Oh, yeah. And we've got good weather for this.
We've got great weather coming up this weekend. We're so excited. It looks like it's going to be sunny and in the 80s, so it's going to be perfect. Hopefully we're going to have some good weather for the balloons and the parade and the ice cream contest. Everything looks awesome for the weather.
Just perfect. Now, we've got, of course, the balloons did not get to take their media flight this morning.
They didn't get to go up. They did stand up for photos, but they didn't actually fly. Okay. They had a little wind this morning, but all indications are for tonight it's excellent. So they will definitely glow. But hopefully they'll get to fly also.
Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. If you've never been up in a hot air balloon.
Oh, it's an unbelievable experience. You must come out and see that. They're always looking for crew, so if you've never experienced that, it's a great way to learn. The pilots are more than happy to tell you all about their envelopes and how they got in it and how they work. And so sign up to be a crew person, and you'll learn a lot. I've done that several years, and it's a ton of fun. But if not, just come out and watch them stand up and glow. And a lot of activities tonight. The milk run is also tonight, and we'll have live music, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, ballooning takes up a lot of our very first weekend of Dairy Festival.
It does.
The pilots love to come to Silver Springs.
They love to come here. They really, truly do. We have 33 this year. We try to cut it off at 30 because it's just all we can handle. But we have 33, and they literally have a waiting list to come here. They truly enjoy this festival because it's just so laid back, so much fun. They do a lot of competitive flying all over the nation, but this is just a fun festival and very laid back, and they always brag about the community and how well they're supported and how nice the people are and how much fun they have here and all the events. And they love the milking contest. They have a bragging rights milking contest between the pilots, so they love that. But they truly do enjoy being here.
Well, we treat them like celebrities.
We do.
Even let them milk our cow.
That's right, for sure.
I think we got ballooning started here maybe 15 years ago.
I think so. debated. We need to go back in the archives and figure out the exact date. I'm not sure when the first balloon part of the festival began, but it's been going on now for 15 years or so.
Well, there is a whole bunch more, and the kickoff is today. So let's just
Today on the square. Yes, ma'am. We're having the grand opening on the square at 12 o'clock. So we'll have the official ribbon cutting and get the festivities started off.
Okay. This milk run this evening at 7.
That's correct. And that's at Shannon Oaks along with the Balloon Festival. So it's all at one location tonight. So you can come out and enjoy the balloons and run in the milk run. It's not too late to sign up if you want to run. You can run tonight, and then that way you can eat more ice cream on Saturday.
Yeah, we've got to talk about Saturday.
Yeah.
You're going to see cows in at least 2 opportunities on Saturday.
For sure.
If your kids like cows, be sure and take them. No telling what you'll see in the parade.
No telling what you'll see in the parade. That is always an adventure. We're having over 100 entries again this year, which is amazing. It's a huge parade, a ton of fun. I've had a lot of phone calls. So we're going to have a big participation this year, and the parade's always a lot of fun. It'll start at 10 o'clock from Buford Park, and it will be the normal, what I would call traditional parade route, which leaves Buford Park at 10 and will go down Conley Street to the square, and then south on Gilmer Street to Lee Street. So you've got about 2 miles of opportunity to find a spot and enjoy the parade.
Mm-hmm. People love to line the parade route and wave and watch the parade go by.
And it's not too late if you want to be in the parade. We'd love for you to be in the parade. So you can still be in the parade. If you have any questions about the parade, you can always call me, but just come on out to the park tomorrow morning. You can line up anytime after 9. We'll have signage out there to direct you to the place to check in. We'll have all the forms out there in the morning, so you can sign up and register tomorrow morning if you'd like. And again, it'll start at 10 o'clock.
Okay, we step off at 10. And so the entries that are registered with you have numbers, and you get in your slot.
We have some slots available, but a few years ago, that became such an unbelievable organization that we basically register you at a check-in place, and then you just line up.
Okay,
so it's a lot more laid back, and it's a lot easier to fill in.
And so what about someone who gets their kids together, whatever, at the last minute and hasn't pre-registered? Can
Sure,
they
sure. We'd love to have them.
Okay.
They can call me if they have any questions. My cell phone number is 903-439-5020, or again, just come on out to the Buford Park in the morning. We'll have 2 check-in places, one on the north entrance by the old Eagle Stadium, and one on the south entrance by the skate park. And there'll be Dairy Festival board members there with all the information and forms that they need for the parade.
I just can't sing the praises enough of Amy Bowen, and we connect her with the Junior Dairy Show.
Right. That's also going on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, so there's lots of choices there, but that's huge part of the Dairy Festival also. You
could probably see the parade and then go over and see the
Catch
entries.
Both. That's right.
These kids are very proud of their cow.
Very proud. And they should be.
That is the whole basis of what we're doing here at Dairy Festival, is the cows and the milk.
For sure.
Now, the one large change about the Dairy Festival activities is the location and time for the ice cream.
Yes, we moved it this year, and it will also be at Shannon Oaks, and that's going to be on Saturday, and it's at 5:30. So there again, like tonight, you can see the milk run and the balloons. So tomorrow night, you can do ice cream and balloons all in the same location. So that's a new location, a change from last year and years past. But we're looking forward to that. I think that'll be awesome to have a combination in the same location.
Well, people in Hopkins County do love their homemade ice cream.
Oh, for sure. And
we've got some good makers.
Excellent makers, and that's a great event, and always very well attended and a ton of fun. And yes, there's awesome ice cream there.
And you could win a Texas State
You never
Championship
know.
title.
This could be your year, you know? You never know.
And then back to balloons.
Back to balloons on Saturday night. Typically, again, we have 33 this year, so typically about half of them will try to fly and about half of them will glow. So the spectators will hopefully get both views of them flying, and then as it gets dusky dark, it's really cool to see the envelopes light up at night and glow, what they call glow. So it's a beautiful sight if you've never seen it. So please come out and enjoy that.
So how would someone get a ride on a hot air balloon, let's say early Saturday morning? Is it by invitation? Is it pilots only?
The best way to get a ride on a balloon during the Dairy Festival is to be a sponsor.
Okay.
If you are one of the balloon sponsors, then we try, if weather permitting, to allow the sponsor to fly sometime during the weekend. So the sponsorship for a balloon is $600. So remember that for next year. We have sponsors, of course, for this year, but that's the best way. The second best way is to volunteer to be a crew person. If you're get hooked up with a pilot and a crew and you're there 3 or 4 times in a row every time they try to fly, and if we get the sponsors up and we try to fly the contestants also, and if they get to fly, then a lot of times I've flown 3 or 4 times just because I was a crew member, and the sponsor had already flown, and they said, "Do anybody want to go?" And so, yeah, I'll go. So that's and it's a great learning experience. It's a ton of fun, even if you don't get to fly. But that's the best way.
Well, those balloons do use a lot of propane.
They do use a lot of propane, and we're very blessed in this community to have the propane companies, one of our major underwriters, and they provide the propane for all the balloonists free of charge to them. And so that's a huge donation by the propane company every year, and it just we couldn't do the balloon festival without it.
Well, I hate to say that Sunday evening with the hot air balloon rally and then the carnival and all of that's going to wind down eventually Saturday night. That's the end of this first weekend of Dairy Festival.
That's the end of the first weekend. And, of course, next weekend is pretty much, our next week is dedicated to the contestants and preparing for the pageant. So they have start rehearsals Monday night, and that will go on all week as we prepare for the pageant.
And we'll be meeting those young ladies every day next week. I think we've got a couple or 3 of them coming.
And you'll be very impressed. As always, they're outstanding young ladies, and I know you'll enjoy meeting them. But they're great, and it's going to be a great event and a great show. They're very talented, and it's of course, I'm the parade chairman. I love the parade, but really one of my favorite things about the Dairy Festival is the watching them kind of step out of their comfort zone during rehearsal and see how they handle Monday night versus Saturday night, and they really change a lot and get a lot of self-confidence, and it's a lot of fun for them.
These girls do grow through Dairy Festival, and so does everyone else who's watching and helping them out. Thank you, David Watson, for sharing with us this morning.
Thank you so much for your help and helping us. KSCT is awesome.
We love Dairy Festival, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
All right, thank you.
Currently, 48 entries are registered, but 60 entries are expected for the 16th annual Ice Cream Freeze-Off Saturday. Those who desire to enter and have not registered may register Saturday prior to 4:30 p.m. The time and location for the Ice Cream Freeze-Off has changed this year due to the placement of the Dairy Festival Carnival. The Carnival location is on the grounds of the Civic Center. The ice cream event takes place on the lawn of Shannon Oaks Church beginning at 5:30. Chamber of Commerce says that this will allow for those attending to also be in attendance for the hot air balloon rally that begins at 6 p.m. A slight change has been made for categories for the Ice Cream Freeze-Off as well. This year, a division for first-timers has been created. This is also for those entering the contest for the first time and creates a better opportunity for rookies to win. The Big Dip Classic will be for adults entering vanilla and chocolate. Big Dip Novelty is for adults entering all other ice cream flavors. Big Dip for children enters any flavor ice cream. Super Scoop will pit previous winners vying for the division title. There's no entry fee, but Leslie Brown, Chamber of Commerce executive, says you can eat all you can eat for $3 if you attend. The hot air balloon pilots met early Friday morning at 5:15 at the Holiday Inn in Silver Springs. Impending thunderstorms in Gainesville and Denton caused the pilots to postpone the flight until after sunrise at 6:15. They postponed it again. The edge of the rain was 60 miles out, but the balloons would be affected by winds from storms as far as 50 miles out. The FFA requires pilot meetings as a group to make sure everyone has the same information and decisions are made collectively, according to Balloon Meister Bill Broker. There were many pilots with all ranges of experience, from pilots who had just gotten their license to pilots who've been flying for years. Pilot meetings allow everyone to make sure they're on the same page and allow everyone to stay safe, according to Broker. The biggest concern is safety. Friday morning, the group did a test with a small helium balloon at Shannon Oaks Church. It rose steadily and then headed in what seemed to be the opposite direction from what the pilots had expected. Bill Broker explained that test balloon is important. He said that the test balloon is the best wind indicator. Most apps, he said, are for airplanes, but hot air balloons fly much lower than planes. So if they took a risk and flew the hot air balloons, they could be trying to land at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That would be totally unsafe. Taking all the weather into consideration, flights were canceled this morning, but the flights for the rest of the weekend are still planned as scheduled, as the weather is expected to move through the area by early afternoon. The group went ahead and brought out 8 media flat balloons this morning, but kept them tethered to the ground for safety. Friday night, Saturday night, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m., they will have balloon glows and races. Silver Springs Independent School District will be hosting an open house help session for parents and guardians who do not have computer access or who need help with online registration. The help session will be Monday from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Administration Building, 631 Conley Street. If your child is in kindergarten through 12th grade in the 2017-2018 school year and is currently enrolled in Silver Springs schools, you will be able to complete all registration forms, the beginning of the year paperwork, through Silver Springs Independent School District Skyward Family Access account. A Silver Springs Independent School District Skyward Family Access account is necessary to complete the back-to-school online registration. The Skyward Family Access account will access all your children's information on all campuses. If you already have a parent portal account, you'll not need to set up a new access account. The online registration process is required for all returning students to Silver Springs Independent School District, and it is currently open. Online registration must be completed before the first day of school, which for 2017 is August 22nd. Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.